Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The veteran, Jason Sanders, ready to get us started. And off we go here on Sunday Night Football. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. First and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Now Lawrence on the bootleg. Quick throw, taken in.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Give up the middle with Hall. And nice work here. He's got the first down to about the 30-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on second down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the first down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
On first down, they go right back to Hall. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Hall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Lawrence. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Touchdown, number 9 for the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run, and for the first time, it's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll be brought down at the 32 after a short kickoff. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Man in motion here is Tucker. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
If you want to be a top-notch NFL DB, of course, yes, the athleticism is a given. But it's really, you have to be instinctive. The instincts are what allow you to maximize those physical skills, and you saw them on full display right here, leading in the big-time breakup.
Tight end going in motion here. Out of the shotgun, Young. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Lawrence now to throw on first down. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Panthers have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Young. Short pass taken in by the tight end. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now Young. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. They'll go. Young. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have a Panthers first down. They'll have it by a block. It turns out to be a big game on 4th down. Young going to give it to Brooks. Past midfield to the 45. And out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big play for the Panthers. 32 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Another try with Brooks. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Jaguars on top. And we'll return to Charlotte in a moment. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On the draw, it's Brooks. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's 3rd down.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
From the gun, it's Young. And that is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. On 1st and 10, Lawrence. Going for it all. That's hard. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And the Jags are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4. They'll run. It's Hall. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Jaguars extend their advantage to 14-3. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run with Brooks to begin this drive. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Man in motion here is Tucker. On 2nd down, Young. That's into the hands of Jonathan Brooks. Third down and 9. Throwing is Young. He's got his man. That's Leggett. And he will score. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Carolina. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Panthers are back within 4. It is 14-10. After the touchdown, Myers is back to boot this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. He's going to air this one out. A dive, and he's got it. What an effort. What a catch. So, a big one there to start the drive. That gains an even 60 yards. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception.
His kick is good. Makes the score Jaguars 21, Panthers 10.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Brooks. And this will be a Panthers first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. That's the former #1 overall pick, Trayvon Walker, there to make the stop. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Shaheed in motion. From the gun here on third down, it's Young. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Shaheed in motion. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Young. Open man. That's Trey Tucker. First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
They'll run it right here with Brooks. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And the Panthers are going to have a first and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
To the 5-yard line. The Panthers will take their first timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this...
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Jaguars are going to get the football, and they'll have it just past the 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back in the field.
That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On play action, Young. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
On first down, Lawrence. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his second incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Lawrence from the gun here on third down. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
This one is caught, and it's the tight end screen. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. A big play for Jacksonville. 36 yards. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
And he finds a seam and takes it down to the 3.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Little on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Jaguars will extend this third quarter lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Young. He's going to look downfield once again. That is caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. Young to throw on 1st down. Gets, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Brooks. And he will power his way into the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Panthers. Here's Young. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Lawrence now to throw on 1st down. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Second down, Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And before the snap, there is movement up front. This sequence not going as planned. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, on the return, he has lost the football. Special teams has come up with the recovery.
These are the type of self-inflicted wounds that the coaching staff told us about all week, Mike, and it's been a real point of emphasis. Anyone possessing the ball, whether that's on offense, defense, or in this case, special teams, protect the ball at all costs, and I can promise you they're not going to be happy with this one. Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes, so can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Lawrence. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. Whoa! Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. Back to throw. Lawrence. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's a handoff to Brooks. He'll move this one ahead to the 31-yard line. Reek Woolen brings him down.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
9. A 2nd down throw for Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Young. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They will run it over center with Hall. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run. This is Hall. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They go play action for Lawrence. He's got it at the 7, and he will score. Touchdown, Jaguars. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Jaguars will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Young. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. He lets one go. Looking for Shaheed. And the Jaguars will have great field position as they take over at their own 45.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the 1st down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lawrence now on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Lawrence. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. On the handoff, here comes Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Another run here with Hall. He's going nowhere, losing yardage on that play.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That one intercepted.
And in that spot, Mike, that's just painful to see. If the throw's not there, you want him to just get rid of it. Throw it 50 rows into the stands. Give somebody a souvenir. But worst case scenario, you've got to get to 4th down and have a shot at 3 points. But instead, after that pick, you come away with 0.
On 1st down is Young. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Young to throw. Trayvon Walker, the former 1st overall pick, in there for the sack.
So you decide to put the ball in the air deep in your own end zone. That's fine. But the internal clock of the quarterback, it's got to speed up even a little bit more. You cannot hold the ball in this part of the field, and tell you what, he takes the sack.
Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. Defenses dream about those, whether it's a pick 6 or a scoop and score. Even this one, Greg, 2 points. When the defense puts points on the board, they feel great about it.
Mike, talk about getting the job done on defense. Not only does it result in 2 points on the scoreboard, but now the offense is going to get the ball back, and likely with great field position.
The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
I half expected to see all 11 defenders piled up on top of him at the end of this run to make sure he was finally down, because a couple times on that run, it looked like he was cooked, only to shake off those tackles and keep on cooking.
And how about that back bulldozing his way forward? A gain of 9 yards.